Hi, and welcome back to Scratch. Today we're going to make a banana pudding. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and share this recipe. For the pudding, we'll need 4 firm bananas, 3 egg yolks, an 11-ounce package of vanilla wafers, 3 cups of half and half or whole milk, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons each of butter and cornstarch, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract, and an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. For the meringue, we'll need our 3 egg whites, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 3/4 cups of powdered sugar, and though it's not required, I recommend a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. The first thing we'll do is separate our eggs. We'll place our egg whites in one bowl and our egg yolks in another. For separating the eggs, I recommend a 3-bowl method. This allows you to keep your egg whites safe even if a yolk breaks. You'll notice I'm using a little trick. I'm separating the yolks from the whites using a slotted spoon, allowing the whites to fall through and collecting the yolks. For the meringue, we'll start by beating our egg whites, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla, and 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar on medium speed until soft peaks form. Then, we'll change our mixer to high speed and add our powdered sugar, a 1/4 cup at a time, and mix until stiff peaks form. Your meringue is finished when it's glossy and it holds its peaks. When the meringue is finished, we'll preheat our oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. We'll also crush 10 to 15 of our vanilla wafers with a rolling pin to make a crumbly topping that the meringue can adhere to. Before we begin our pudding, we'll prepare a 2-quart baking dish by lining the bottom and sides with vanilla wafers. Before turning on the stovetop, we'll whisk together our 2/3 cup of sugar, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1½ teaspoons of vanilla extract, 3 egg yolks, and 3 cups of half and half or whole milk. Then, we'll turn on our stovetop to medium and whisk constantly, bringing the mixture to a simmer. Once simmering, we'll add our 3 tablespoons of butter and melt that in. Then, reduce heat to low, continuing to stir. We'll bring the mixture to a second simmer before taking it off the heat. Working quickly so that the pudding doesn't set, we'll peel and slice our bananas to about 1/4 inch thick, placing 1 layer of bananas on top of the bottom layer of vanilla wafers. Then, we'll cover our bananas and vanilla wafers with a thin layer of pudding, reserving half the pudding for the final layer. We'll then top the pudding with our remaining vanilla wafers. We'll then peel and slice our remaining 2 bananas and add another layer of bananas. We'll then cover this with the remainder of our vanilla pudding, making sure the bananas are completely covered so they don't brown. Once we've added our final layer of banana pudding, we'll sprinkle this with our vanilla wafer crumbs. These cookie crumbs help the meringue to adhere and stick to the pudding. Once you've added the crumbs, add the meringue as a final layer. We'll use a spatula to cover the pudding all the way to the edges of the pan. We'll put this in the oven for 10 minutes at 425 degrees to brown the meringue. It's been 10 minutes and we're going to check on the banana pudding with the meringue. The meringue looks brown and very good. Now we're going to put this in the refrigerator for 4 hours to overnight. Remember, the longer you let it chill, the softer and more cake-like the vanilla wafers become. And remember, if you like the content, please subscribe.